Cameras on smartphones are going through a bit of a revolution. Just last year it was pretty cool to have 2. This year that bar was raised to 3, and now what you're looking at is the Samsung Galaxy A9 with 4. You might well be thinking then, why would I need 4 cameras on my phone? And the answer to this comes in the form of flexibility. You've got an ultra-wide camera followed by a telephoto, then a main camera, and then one just used for depth perception. I've never used a setup like this, but when you pick the phone up and start to really get your teeth sunk into the camera, the reasoning behind it starts to make a little bit more sense. When taking a photo, you can either use the telephoto for 2x optical zoom to get closer to your subject. You could use the main camera to get a more vanilla image, or you can go further back with the ultra-wide camera, which captures a pretty massive 120-degree field of view. That's about what most people can see with human vision, and while it creates this fisheye effect that not everyone's gonna love, images feel spacious and landscapes are going to look great on this phone. You can also record 4K video on this ultra-wide camera, and I gotta say, footage looks pretty comparable to that of a high-end action camera. I did notice a weird change in color temperature when switching between these cameras, but it's very likely because this is pre-production software and I'm pretty sure it'll get fixed. So then, as you probably guessed, this phone has got every camera mode we've ever seen on a Samsung phone. Everything from panorama to live focus to super slow motion, AR emoji and more. Camera-wise, this is the full package, and it's really just a lot of fun to experiment with all the options that this assortment of cameras gives you. I could see it being an appealing phone for people who are really into their social media. I'm also going to be making a detailed camera comparison with this phone, so if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, it would really mean a lot to me if you could. The weird thing then is that it's not a flagship phone. Here in the UK, the A9 is going to be £549, which I could see converting to about $600 in the US. That makes it pricey, but not close to the $1,000 Note 9. I almost wish it was a flagship, because in my opinion it's a cooler phone than even the Note 9, but don't mistake it for one that's better. While the display is a 6.3-inch Full HD Super AMOLED panel, when side by side with the Note 9, even when that phone is set to the same resolution, the contrast isn't close. The A9 doesn't support wireless charging or even have any IP certification for water and dust resistance. And even though the cameras offer more flexibility, they aren't higher quality. It's also worth noting that while the A9 is made of a glass-like material, it isn't actually glass like its more expensive counterpart. But you're getting a well-rounded bit of hardware for the money. There are 2 really slick gradient color options, aside from the black phone, bubblegum pink and lemonade blue, which doesn't really make much sense but still looks wicked. The A9 has a 3800 mAh battery, 120GB of internal storage plus microSD card support, and 6GB of RAM. The main trade-off being its middling Snapdragon 660 chip. The UI still feels plenty fast, but in terms of gaming, this would be a way behind phones like the OnePlus 6 or Pocophone F1. Okay, so something I really want to do with this phone is a detailed camera test, so if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments down below and be sure to leave a like on this video. But as for what I think to the phone right now, I'm cautiously excited about it. It's not a powerhouse and doesn't have the best display on a £500 phone, but it's looking like a really adventurous twist, one that I could see myself carrying with me for that ultra-wide lens alone. Thanks a lot for watching guys, my name is Aaron, this is Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'll catch you in the next one.